My name is Peter Broadhurst. I'm the Senior Vice President for the Yachting and Passenger Division of the Maritime Business Unit at Inmarsat. We were conceived in 1979 to provide satellite services to the maritime industry. And 40 years ago, there was no internet, there was no mobile phones, and over 40 years for a technology company to evolve and do that, you have to meet your customers' demands. You have to be at the forefront of learning what the customer wants. And so we come to the Monaco Yacht Show and we do the Superyacht Connectivity Report and we engage with ETOs and captains to make sure we understand where this industry is going. And from our report, what we've seen is connectivity, whether it's for just for social media or for email or for the cloud-based services, etc., is going to really expand in this industry. The way you can use the Internet of Things, sensors on board, the feedback you can get from preemptive maintenance, we need to make sure we have the connectivity and the capability in our spectrum available. And from now until 2025, we've got satellites being launched to increase the capability of our network, putting more resources in there, more development so that we can meet the demands of this growing sector. We provide 99.99% availability for our GMDSS or safety services to ensure that every seafarer, and there are 1.6 million of them out there today, that rely on Inmarsat services to ensure that if they're in trouble, they can contact a shoreside entity that will give them that search and rescue capability. We now have 7,500 commercial ships using our services. So we've built a strong presence and a strong service. When we look at the yachting industry, it has a different kind of profile. So we've built propositions with flexibility because we own the network. So we can do time-based services. So if a yacht doesn't need the service for 8 months of the year, we can downrate the service. If the yacht wants a service really soon, he wants to move it right up very quickly, we have the capability in our network to give them that capacity. So we have the real flexibility that a lot of other providers don't have. It's not just good enough for one pipe to the vessel and everybody shares that pipe, because then you have conflicts of interest between the owner and the captain. So we have different channels. We have a local area network for the operations of the vessel, one for the owner, charter guest, or even the crew, and one for applications, because you can have engine monitoring, you can have telemedicine, you can have all of these services, and when you need them, you can bring the bandwidth up to provide that service, and then when you don't need it, switch it off, and you don't have to pay. Then we also have a network operations center so that anybody uses our satellite, if they make a call, a data call or a voice call or whatever it is, we ensure that they get connected. Our job is to ensure that they don't have any issues, that when they say, I want to make a phone call to this number, it goes through. When they say, I want to send this email to this, it goes through. So our Network Operations Center is monitoring all of our traffic, thousands of vessels, to ensure that that traffic goes from end to end. Then you really want to protect the vessel itself, so we have a product called Fleet Secure. The UTM, Unified Threat Management, that protects the network on board the vessel. And then we have Fleet Secure Endpoint, which protects all the endpoints. That's where the data resides. On the laptop or on the server, that's the real true value. If you lose that, then that's what your hacker or anybody is really after. That's the kind of thing that they use ransomware to prevent you to get to. So we have Fleet Secure Endpoint that protects that. We support this industry overall to ensure the safety and security of seafarers and the assets, i.e. the vessels at sea today. And it's something that we were put together 40 years ago, and we will continue to do, because, you know, this is an industry that risks its life when it goes to sea.